There was a question on brake pedal and how does it look, how can you widen it, etc. You see the clutch pedal of my car on the left, and you see just this fashioned angle iron bracket I used and a couple of bolts that go right through the holes of the brake pedal, and you just simply put a nut on the other end, a couple of washers, and you see how much wider the pedal actually is. Like I said, it's just a couple of angle iron brackets put on top of each other to space it, and it makes the pedal a little bit closer to the brake, a little bit closer to the gas pedal. Makes it very easy to heel and toe, which I'll show you right now. Hi guys, there was a question about the brake pedal, how it's configured, and heel and toe shifting. Because I have narrow feet and because of the extremely narrow driving boots, it makes it hard for me to do it too. That's why I had to fashion the pedal that I just showed you. But now I'm going to technique basically involves putting half your foot on the brake pedal and at the right moment rolling your ankle over and blipping the gas. The easiest way to practice it is literally just put half your foot on the brake pedal and roll your foot over, key in the gas pedal. This is what it looks like actually at speed. You're under threshold braking. I don't know if you can get my shifting hand in here, and I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm under threshold braking. As soon as I come up to, I don't know, 50, 100 feet of the actual turn-in point, that's when I like to do the actual heel and toe and shift. So I'm threshold braking, I'm coming up, clutch goes in, shift, let the clutch out, and then back over to the throttle. Here it is, threshold brake, clutch, shift, and out. Just like that, back over to the throttle for the turn. That's how you do it. Half your foot on the brake pedal, and then when you get 50 to 100 feet away from your turning point, rolling your ankle over, blipping the throttle while the clutch is in, and then shifting. And then letting the clutch back out again. The most common heel-toe shift is probably 4 to 3. That's virtually what I do all of mine on. And at speed it looks like this. Threshold brake, 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 brake. When you get 50 to 100 feet, clutch, blip, third, and out. Roll back on the gas. Here it is again. We're going down the straightaway. Threshold brake, clutch, blip, 3, and out, and back on the throttle again for the turn. Here's where, since we obviously can't be in gear, I'm going to start it. I wanted to do the first couple without the engine running because it is kind of loud. I try to shoot for somewhere around 5,000 RPMs on the actual blip, somewhere between 4 and 5,000 RPMs on the actual blip. I'm going down the straightaway, half the foot goes on the brake, clutch, blip, and out, roll back on the gas. That's what it looks like at speed. Here we go again. Going down the straightaway, it's in 4th gear, threshold brake, clutch, third, out, roll back on the gas for the turn. That's what it looks like. Off because it was taking up too much room, quite frankly, to see anything, and I put some light down there to make it easier to see as well. So here it is again at speed. You're coming up 4th gear. Like I said, that's the most common shift. Threshold brake, half your foot goes on the brake. When you're 50 to 100 feet away from your turning point, clutch, roll the ankle over to blip, third, out, off on the brake smoothly, and then back on the throttle. Here it is again at speed. Threshold brake, clutch, blip, shift, out, back on. One more time. Threshold brake, clutch, blip, third, out, roll back on. Don't be afraid to really blip the throttle. Like I said, I try to get it up to somewhere between 4 to 5,000 RPMs, because when you actually shift and let the clutch out, the RPMs are going to drop by another 1,000. So you need to shoot for at least 5,000 RPMs on the blip.
That's it.